Hello everyone. I'm here to answer this question above. Someone is asking me if it's okay to offer sacrifice in any water bodies in diaspora. The answer is no. In diaspora, you can't practice African spirituality the same way that you practice African spirituality in Africa. In diaspora, the countries they have rules and regulation. First, you have to confirm the country that you're living what their rules and regulation is when it comes to doing rituals in the water. But most countries in diaspora they don't accept that you do animal sacrifices of any kind in the water. They don't accept because they love to keep the nature clean. This is also why they have people working by the river banks by nature to clean the areas. Yes, by nature. They also have people that goes around in the bushes to clean it. So, and most spirits from the diaspora, I've noticed this, most spirits in the water dimension, they don't like that you give offerings as sacrifice in their water. So, in as much as the country have rules, the spirit also don't like most of the rivers, the seas, they don't like that you give animal sacrifice directly in the water, most of them, but not all. When I say most, doesn't mean 100%, not all. Because even though the country might reject giving sacrifice in the water, some spirits, they prefer it. They prefer it. But there is alternative way. But if you are a spiritualist, the spirit that called you is supposed to tell you how to do things. So anyway, most water bodies in diaspora, you can give animal sacrifice like you do in Africa, but you can give fruit, you can give libation drink, you can give basic things, and make sure you don't pollute the water. So if it's a libation drink, you open it, you pour it inside the water. If it's fruit, it must be something that can dissolve. If it's food, it must dissolve, it must be able to dissolve. Even though you're living in Africa, you should do the same things, not to pollute the water body, because water spirit, they don't like that we pollute their water bodies. And the personality of the water spirit in diaspora, they are different. They are not the same like the personality of water spirit in Africa. I have noticed. They have different personalities. Like white people, they have their mentality, and black people have their own mentality. And just because the water body is in diaspora doesn't mean that it's only white spirit that is inside the water. There are black spirit that mixed race inside the water, even though it's in diaspora. Because the river in my city, there is a lot of, when I go to the water dimension, I see different races. Many black people are even there. Many black people are even there more than white people. Black people have been on the planet before white people, Yeah, because they are the origin of all races. So anyway, you can give fruits, basic offerings. And just because we don't give animal sacrifices in the water in diaspora doesn't mean that we don't energize the spirit with sacrifice, with animal sacrifice. We do. We just don't do it in the water, we do it from the land. Okay? So if you because some rivers you can give a live animal, you throw it in there as sacrifice. Some rivers they want you to shed the blood of the animal inside the water. But some river and water bodies they don't want that you do anything animal sacrifice in it. And most of these rivers in the diaspora, the spirit themselves, majority don't want you to put anything animals inside. But they need energy. They like energy. As a spiritualist, you should be able to consult your spirit to know how to energize spirit from a river or a water body that you cannot put the sacrifice inside the water. So anyway, if you're living in diaspora, always encourage people to go to water in your country to have good relationship with water there, because they will protect you, they will bless you. They will protect you a lot, especially if you come from water dimension. So you just go with your basic things and pray that they will give you what you want. Yeah, because even the deities, the territorial spirit, if you have good relationship with them, they will also be protecting you. But that doesn't mean that you should leave your own deities from your countries. You should honor the deities attached to your destiny from your your ancestral line, and also from the country that you're living, because they are the one that is controlling the country, and it's good to have good relationship with them so that they can protect you, they can guide you, they can bless you. Yeah. So also, if you are a spiritualist and you are planning to practice in the diaspora, if you're planning to practice in diaspora, because some people, when they see me practice from diaspora, they think that it's possible for everyone to practice in diaspora. It's not possible for everyone. It depends on the spirit you came into this world with. Some spirit will not let you practice outside your village, outside your country. So you must confirm from the spirit that called you. Ask them first if they can be able to work with you from diaspora. Some spirits, they want you to work from Africa, but if they know that you have a root in diaspora, they will accept that you can work in both countries, like in Africa and in diaspora as well. While some spirits, they are very strict. They will say you must work only in your country. And some of them, not only in your country, in your village. They will send you back to the village. So it depends on the spirit that you came into this world with. Can they travel? Can they come with you anywhere? Can they accept that you can be able to work from the country that you are with? Okay? Like in the country that I am, it's only possible for me to work here because my ancestral spirit went to make deals for me. One. Because spirit can make deals, they can do alignments. Some people think it's only human being that can align with a spirit. Spirit can align with spirit. Depends on the spirit you have in your foundation, in your destiny. And also it's possible for me to practice here because my white spiritual husband comes from here. And because I've reincarnated from here several times. Yes, black people can also reincarnate from Europe. Yes. So the deities and the elemental spirits here, they know me more than I even know them themselves. They know me because I know when I'm doing spiritual work, I will see some of them coming to help me even before I aligned my spirits. And sometimes I see them coming to protect me. I'll be wondering, why is this spirit strange? You know, but until I aligned my spirits and then I discover more about myself, that was when I discovered more why all those white spirits. That's why I have a lot of white spirits, you know. I have so many white spirits because of my foundation. So anyway, you can go and do water rituals, pray to the waters, but don't do sacrifice like animal sacrifice. If you're going to pray in water in diaspora, find a quiet place, a private place that you can do your rituals without people disturbing you, because people will be looking at you strange. And if you're in the position that you cannot do it at all because it's crowded with people or it's impossible for you to do it in daytime, you can do it in the evening when people have left the beach or the riverside. But it's possible to practice African spirituality in diaspora. In anywhere in the world, you can practice African spirituality. Spirits, they travel. What you can get in Africa, you can get it here. And if you are a cult spiritually and your spirit even allow you to practice in the country that you are living, you will have your ancestral spirit, you have your personal spirit guides, you still have the spirit in that country backing you up, so you have double. So anyway, I hope that I've answered your questions about giving sacrifice in the water dimension in diaspora. Some people, when they live in diaspora, they think that they have to go to Africa to do everything, to do rituals. You can do rituals from the country you are in. But if you also have a spirituality that is standing for you in Africa, they can also stand for you in Africa. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't connect to the nature, to the elemental spirit that is in the country that you live. Because that is the spirit that is guiding you, protecting you. You are there. So anyway, yeah, that is just it for now.